Assalamu alaikum. Hello, dear friends. Can you mention a name of a famous scientist who couldn't even remember the name of the months of a year? Okay, no problem. Before answering the question, I'm going to ask you some other questions, please. How many of you failed to read and write correctly? How many of you cannot spell the words accurately? Dear friends, it's a mental disorder and it is called dyslexia. In this video, I'm going to say or describe some names of famous scientists, poets who had dyslexia. Nothing can stop them to be famous in their life. Let's get started.
Dyslexia is a learning difficulty that primarily affects the skills involved in accurate and fluent word reading and spelling. In dyslexia, problems may include difficulties in spelling words, reading quickly, writing words, sounding out words in the head, pronouncing words when reading aloud, and understanding what one reads. Often these difficulties are first noticed at school. Now, are you worried? Don't worry. I can give you some examples of many famous authors, poets, and scientists had dyslexia. Let us know about a few of them. Agatha Christie herself says, "Writing and spelling were always terribly difficult for me. My letters were without originality. I was an extraordinarily bad speller and have remained so." Christie, one of the most famous mystery writers and playwrights till date, suffered from dyslexia. However, it did not stop her from being a master storyteller. She is best known for her detective novels and short story collections. William Butler Yeats was an Irish poet of the 20th century. In 1923, Yeats was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. He also wrote plays. In his autobiography, Yeats wrote about the struggles he experienced in his early life. "Several of my uncles and aunts had tried to teach me to read, and because they could not, and because I was much older than children who read easily, had come to think, as I have learned since, that I had not all my faculties." Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, was also dyslexic. He would have difficulties at school. His grades were poor. Today, he is one of the most famous scientists we remember. Albert Einstein is regarded as one of the pioneers of modern physics and as one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. He had dyslexia, which affected his memory. He failed to memorize very simple things, like the months in a year. However, he could easily solve some of the most complex mathematical formulae. He won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. His scientific contributions and theories are relevant to this day. So one can achieve anything if one wants to, and no hurdle is too big.